Alright guys, we're going to do a little walk around video here. Early production 99. Amber lens, cable driven throttle. 220 LSD transmission. This is the car that folks my age, 43, we had this car on our walls when we were about that age. So this is normally where I go around and I point out cosmetic imperfections, but on this one there really is not much to point out. So on the Carfax does show that early in the vehicle's life it unfortunately had an incident with a tree. Now I'm gonna say I paint metered the hood. Yes, it's been painted and or replaced, probably replaced, but whoever did it, I mean, they did a good, all the gaps are right, the fender gaps, the paint. Like if there wasn't a Carfax on this car, I don't know if you could tell. I mean, maybe if you're like a professional, you know, you're like a body guy, but it would be really, really difficult to tell. There's some scrapes under this headlight lens. I don't look at the Carfax as a negative. These amber lens early production 996s normally pull a premium because they didn't produce a lot of them, and guys, especially with the 220 LSD transmission, it's a very desirable build. So in my opinion, all the Carfax does is it'll bring down the sale price, sure, but it opens this car up to more buyers, because the Carfax does hurt the value. I mean, if it had 50,000 miles on it and a clean Carfax, I mean, who knows? I've seen these amber lens go for, well, we all have, if you follow sales, I've seen them go for ridiculous money. And that's not even with the 220 trans, and that's not even with all the cool options this one has. Okay, so we're gonna segue into everything works. We're gonna do the light check that I always do. Oh, I also wanted to mention, I had this, one of the cars I got in, it wasn't in the greatest shape, but it had a brand new set of Lloyd mats in it. And I'd been saving them, the mats, for the right car. And this is that car. And on the build, it said that this particular one came with red letter Porsche mats, so it's super, super cool that I was saving these. And I've had these mats for like probably two years. Excuse my voice, I'm fighting a cold. Oh, let me turn the hazards on. Oh man, being sick is terrible. Okay, side marker, headlight, blinker, headlight, side marker. Tail light, blinker. Obviously we deployed the spoiler. Blinker, taillight. And it did go up during driving, and then it came down at the appropriate time as I was coming to a stop. Alright. So we've already covered the gas light. I know I don't like taking my pictures when it's low with the gas light on, but I don't have my wallet on me. So hopefully you can forgive me. So there's our dash lights. It also has an early onboard computer, which is cool because a lot of the earlier ones didn't have onboard computers. Alright, so I used the Cruise during our test drive. Alright, we got our wipers. Got our horn. People always project, and I love this airbag. Like I was saying before, I really thought this was a like an add-on. I was like, no way this airbag is stock. I've never seen anything like this before. I just think it's the coolest thing in the world. Alright, we're gonna do our passenger mirror. We're gonna do our driver mirror. Okay, we're gonna demonstrate that the drop-down feature works on the passenger window. Okay, and we're gonna show the window itself works. Okay, we're gonna do our seat. So there's up, down. And the seat back. Then we're going to move it forward. And then we're going to move it backwards. Okay. So it also has leather sun visors. How cool is that? So this cover is there. The spring mechanism is a little worn out, as you can see. So, oh, look at that. I got it. But it's cool that the cover is still there. And it's cool because it's leather. Okay, we got our lights. We got our lights. We got our lights. Same thing, leather. Super cool. Cover intact, lights work. I think that's neat. I geek out over weird stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna do our locks. Check. Defroster. Check. Rear wiper. I think it goes 3 times and then it stops. Or twice. If you want to turn off traction, you can. I've actually never seen one of the 210s before like this. You can even store your cassettes. Oh, goodness. Okay, our heated seats, both of them work on both, not speeds, temperatures. And this is an important thing to check because a lot of times you don't check that. And they can be replaced because when they don't work, what that means is one of the heating elements is bad, either the bottom or the middle piece. So figuring out which one is bad is always trial and error. But these all function, so you don't have to worry about it. Then we have the leather, the leather console, which is also super cool. I've never seen one of these. Leather ashtray. Stays closed like it's supposed to. We unfortunately have a crack in the e-brake handle. But if I were to keep this car for myself, I'd probably switch out this and this because there's no other wood trim. And these actually sell like on eBay for a lot. But it was spec like this, so you could say it's cool to leave it that way because it's on the build, or you could change it. I would probably do a black leather and either a stock shift knob or, you know, get maybe a custom or something, and then sell these two pieces and call it a day. This cover right here, it's loose. I haven't looked at it. I'm really kind of nervous to take it apart because I don't want to damage it. It doesn't come off, it just spins. So I don't really know what that's about. I'd be nervous to really start taking it apart because I would be afraid of making it worse. Okay, so let's see. Driver's drop down works. Window check. We did our mirrors, we did our lights. I think that's let me see. We did our climate, we did our radio. Oh yeah, all these storage bins are good. Nothing's loose. All the hinges are good. The hinge, it always breaks. Well, not always, but I do a lot of repair kits on the hinges. The cubbies are all good. We have two keys that actually both work, which is not short of absolutely amazing. Driver's seat. And all the all the functions work on all the seats, which is also a little rare. Normally, one or two of them don't work properly. Okay, well, that's all I can think of. The leather on the dash is perfect. Videos and pictures of this car just absolutely do not do it justice. 100% do not do it justice. So I hope my excessively long videos help somebody make a decision. The console's nice and tight. No issues there. Alright. Sounds good. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you.